All right, good afternoon, everybody. Getting stranded alone. Sorry about the downtime that you're going to hear because I don't do play-by-play calls, so that's just the way it's going to go. Third place showdown, D6 hockey, Eden Prairie, Shakopee. We've seen him before. We know him. It's time to show up. And Schmieg jump means that we're just about ready for game time here. Going to go out 3 periods. Got to play hard, got to finish hard. 5 games for both teams. Both teams played at 8:45 this morning. So we're about an even pairing, if you want to call it that. Everybody's as tired as everybody is. We have some familiar faces over on the Eden Prairie side. We're going to see what we come out here to start. Again, apologize for any downtime in Mike here, but don't have a helper to call play-by-play, so we're going to do the best we can. Starting out with Schmieg, Dominic, and Scott, supported by Hensley and Malmberg to start for the 5. Face-off 1, Eden Prairie back into their zone. A little bit of a misstep right away by Sarno, sorry. Sarno does find his guy, gets it over. Eden Prairie on the rush now, back to Elvakrog. Bumped off. A little bit of a push here into the corner. Oop, little bit of sloppy sticks here as we're trying to find it. Here goes Dom, gets it. Going to get there and deep. Sends it into the goalie, push aside as we have 2 wingers changing. That leaves Hensley to try and gather it around. Gabrick skates right by. Could have probably blown up Seiji, but he puts it off a stick into the net. For those that don't know, we're going to be using a lot of first names. A lot of these Eden Prairie boys play with Shakopee boys during the summer. So there's quite a few familiar names if I'm calling them out. Anyway, back in our zone. Face-off, still 5-5 hockey. Have, let's see, Hensley, Anderson, Gabrick, McGuire, and Malmberg to finish it out. We're going to try and push to the blue line, can't get it out. Shot on net. Malmberg's got it. Over to McGuire, working up the neutral zone. Pushes it deep. Lines almost heads down when he goes over the line. But anyway, back to hockey. Out to Hensley. Hensley quick in. Goalie pushed aside. Kept it in the zone. What can we do here deep? Not too much. Out comes White. White is going off. This 97 has one heck of a shot. We do know that much. And it's quick and it's fast. We got 2 in the corner fighting. Some of them just have a little bit faster step we're seeing in White right now, perhaps. Oh, just missed him. That's going to be icing. About 2 inches away from being a straight breakaway. All the way back down we go. Fresh skaters out.
It's my buddy Charlie.
Charlie, I'm Kevin. Nice to meet you, man. Sorry, meeting the Eden Prairie crew who is right back. Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, you're Shesky.
Okay. I don't know that name. Oh, this one? Okay. And plays going. Sorry about the background conversations we're hearing, but it's where we go. Schmitz putting it out to Scott, who stayed back. O'Neill's up. Hema doing the Hema things and getting out through the neutral zone with speed. Scott is coming out. Scott has been moved back to defense for right now, trying to figure out what's happening on the bench to where we're going to get a tripping call in traffic against Schmitz. Not quite sure on that one, but it is the call on the ice. So we go down 4-5 hockey, 2 minutes while Schmitz is in the bench. We're going to see what's happening here. Still, Scott appears to be a defender right now, trying to figure out where the switch is. Hard to see across the lines. Anyway, face off back, deep in the Shakopee zone. Scott fighting with 2, might be 3 Alvacrog doesn't want to join for being Prairie, so we're going to keep it at 2, trying to get it. Got to deal with this point. Got to stay in. Hensley getting out, decides not going pressure outside. Going to do his job, stay inside. Alvy's trying to get the puck. Everybody's trying to get the puck. Goes just wide. Hensley says, no, I'm going to get you. Feels off. Eden Prairie behind the net with it. Trying to figure out who to give to. Trying to figure out where to go with it. Eden Prairie shot gets blocked down to the corner pretty safely. Just got to watch this back end. We don't have many guys up high right now. They're playing low behind it with the 2 low. Scott's really trying to get this puck, trying to get that win. Ooh, what a walk-in by Seiji. Can't get it out, blocked out by Eden Prairie at the point. Coming around the side. This one should find a way out, we hope. Oh, they're trying to figure out what to do. They just can't get there. And we finally get it. This one should die out too, so no icing. 4 black in and out. Here we go. See what they got. Bring it in through the neutral zone. Not much pressure going through right through there. Now Schmieg hits them up. See what they can do. All the way down low. We're going to go to the other side. Going to still drop it low. They enjoyed playing the down low. 23 seconds left on the kill right now. 20 seconds. Eden Prairie finally finishes changing out their 5th guy. Little tap at neutral zone. A nice hit in. And we're going to die out. Waved off. That will bring us down under 10 seconds. It's going to take a lot of work for Eden Prairie to get up and down efficiently. See if they can get one more out. This is probably the guy that they want with the puck on their stick. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Successfully killed. That is just wide and does get the icing call. So we're going to chill everything out here after 4.5 minutes almost. 1 kill down, 3-on-3 shots. So all in all, call it kind of even. Please. All right, there was a face-off. I missed the first part of that because I'm trying to get help here, so I don't have to talk so much. Anyway, back to the point. Eden Prairie still playing. 97 with these hands and this quick shot. It's kind of crazy the way he does his pull and release. Changes the angle in just under a second and can get a pretty hard shot off. Eden Prairie's doing a wholesale change right about now. Shakopee is going to stay with who they have. 5-on-5 hockey. Just about to hit 5 minutes into the period. Win kind of goes back to Shakopee, or I'm sorry, Eden Prairie. I forget what the white and red team is. Pushed up the boards, pops out to the center, just a quick shot down. Eden Prairie is just a little step faster. They are deciding they want to get these pucks faster than us. So we'll continue to watch. Dom helps work somebody off the puck. Gabe now has like 10 hours to figure out what to do with the puck. Matthew chasing in, deep in the zone. First time we've been deep in the zone for a good 2 minutes now. And here we go out. This is on edge and going to create a problem, icing-wise. Blake is able to fight off the forecheck for a moment. And what a save, pushed out. Man. Can't have more of a point-blank shot than that as a goalie, but yet he says, nah, I don't feel like giving up goals still. Coming off of a shutout last night versus Montemita, and away we go. So Eden Prairie is definitely getting a little bit of pressure on the Sabres right about now. We now have Gabrick, Anderson, McGuire out. Hensley and Schmitz are going to support. See what happens for the late showing up Eden Prairie Center. Now they're ready to go. Down to the Shakopee corner, ringed around. McGuire's going to look at it and knows he's got pressure coming to him. Hensley brings it back around, does a little misgive. It's just traveling up these boards right now. McGuire fighting it out into neutral zone. D to D, wing, and deep. Here we go. Can't get too deep, though, with it as they bring it out. McGuire wants to skate by 33 Alvacrog. And it's a hard hit over to Anderson, just past him. Wyatt is still playing it deep in the pot, deep in the zone. We are pulling out. They are too low for sure on this forecheck by Eden Prairie. They are keeping pressure on, which if our wings can stay up a little bit higher, we might have an easier time so they're not dropping down so low with them. But we continue to throw it. Now there's a little bit of time as there's a slight change. Rifles it into Gabrick's ankle. Anderson trying to get the puck now, and now Gabrick trying to get the puck. Everybody trying to get the puck. O'Neill fresh off the bench, takes an angle, cuts off. Puck is coming to Hensley in the back. See what he's going to choose to do with it. Erasmus pulls it out. See what Derek can do. He decides to go wide, giving the center. We're just going to let the puck bounce around in front of our net here. Say, goalie, please help us out. Schmitz is back, goes hard off the boards, gets to O'Neill's stick. Still not out and back in. Been a pretty tiring 5 minutes is what it feels like for these Shakopee Sabres. And there's out, and we're going to get it waved off right away. That is one of those lucky things that you just want to see happen. And right out to the wing to break out to neutral zone. We have it back, and we just decide to take out our own player. Trey O'Neill takes a puck straight in the hamstring, and he is going to be hesitant coming off. And here we go with Marco now back to the hockey coming in. We send a cross ice, bounces past that in Prairie defender. See if we can get a forecheck going here with any of our lines. Throwing back, deep corner again. Trying to get it out, trying to get it out, trying to get it out. Land set. See what he does through neutral zone. He sees a little bit of open ice. That puck keeps on sliding through for him. We're still just having trouble. It's all perimeter against Eden Prairie right now. Not getting a whole lot into the middle of the ice. And here we go. Open ice again with some changes for Blake. This could be a decent look. He's seeing his trail. Sends it short. Goalie save glove. A lot of traffic in front, but still able to see that puck and track it all the way in. And we'll bring out Scott, Dominic, Schmieg, Hensley, and Malmberg stays out. Scott appears to be back as a forward again. Not sure what happened when we were seeing him at D, but anyhow, we're going to go through. LV cuts across the center, starts a 2-on-2 as Eden Prairie comes down. We got Seiji into LV. Shot, but no rebound. Gobbled up. Face off, far side, Shakopee zone. And here we go. Maybe a little bit of movement. Nope. Lost it back. Still going to try and get some movement up. Hensley's been jumping up into the plays all weekend long. And we get an offside. Quick stop and play. We've been playing here. We had a pretty good stretch here without whistles, but now we're deciding to get our lungs back together. Everybody get ready, and we decide to jump off. Here we go for a face-off drop. Face-off in. Scott drops it down. Schmieg is going around hard into those far corner, trying to play. Got 2-3 Eden Prairie. Almost gets out. Dominic says, no, I'm going to catch it and put it down to myself. Scott back on the forecheck again. And now they're going to go cross ice, but they don't get it. What a touch. Scott's trying to find some time and space and see what to do here. He's going to send it to the net. Almost went off a skate. Scott has it back again. He is going around and around. And now we got three Eden Prairie coming onto our 2. Schmink joins, makes it a 3-on-3. 2 Eden Prairie in the corner, trying to hit Sarno up top. Puts it into the corner, fights it around. Here goes Dominic. With some room, should be able to pick up his speed through the neutral zone, see what type of change he can do. Everybody's switching off. 4 fresh dark jerseys. They try and put a space pass, but Gabriel's there to get it away from him. Played high stick, but he still had it himself, so McGuire continues on with this. He jumped in a little bit. Now we have, oh, what a stick by Schmitty. Schmitty says there's two of you, one of me, but I'm going to win this one. As we get back into our zone, McGuire going on the forecheck right now. Gabriel helping support. They reverse it. Anderson's jumping in now. Not out there, but now 97 again has it. What a steal by McGuire. Trying to find some room to play. Oh, it's just floating around up there off the side of the net. And it gets cleared by Shakopee going through the center all the way down. Lancette gets on one, angled off the boards for Anderson, right around Sarno, but he did not have a teammate with him. And there we go. Schmitz drops it in. Now we got O'Neill back on the ice. I guess the hard pass right into his thigh didn't keep him out for too long. And good little bounce up there for the Sabres. Defense jumps into the play. Valverde is now back on D. Over to Schmitz on the far side. Sends it down underneath the net. Valverde's there. Now we have a little rush coming back on the Eden Prairie side. Blake is able to clear it out. It jumps up off the bench, out of play, whistle. 3 minutes to go. Turned out to be a little bit more even. 7 shots from Eden Prairie on 6 to Shako. 0-0, still your score. We're going to see Hema, Marco, and Trey out, along with Hensley and Malmberg. Wind goes by Malmberg a little bit deeper into the zone than we want to see it. Pushes out. They still have their standard two-person forecheck happening. We've seen it before. They just like this two-guy low forecheck. They're going to keep it going, it seems like. So far, oh, whoa, that could have been crazy. It just suddenly popped out. We just, huh? Which one? That's Tam, right? Tam. Van, sorry. So we have a face-off one-ish by Eden Prairie. Here goes Hema through his neutral zone. He's playing low shot. Eden Prairie goalie says, here's the leather. That's what it's here for. I'm going to catch it. Good quick push. Good quick shot. Just too much view from that goalie to see everything. So here we go again. Still have Trey, Marco, and Easton, with Hensley and Malmberg back behind. Oh. Whoop. Whoop. We're calling a penalty during the face-off on 21. Sarno? Not sure who 21 is. It is Sarno. Sarno did something. I wasn't watching. And Sarno's in the box for Eden Prairie saying, what did I do? Didn't see it. Maybe you guys did at home. Anyway, Shakopee's going to say 5-on-4. Let's take the advantage. This? Charging? Offside? Everybody's talking about what the call is and who it is and what happened. Face-off one. Malmberg's got it. We are going into that weak side wing. O'Neill chasing it out, and we have a lot of kids on one side of the ice. But they hit a skate. They cannot get it out. Here goes Hema trying to get after it. Marco is next up. It's going to hit Malmberg's stick. He's going to put it to space, and it's going to pop out. No icing here for sure. They're going to have to regroup, figure it out. That was really close to getting blown up. And we're going to go. Here goes Hema Marco with speed. Oh, Hema's a step off, it seems like, as we get called for the offside back to the neutral zone. I am missing a penalty on the board, so I cannot tell you how much time is left. Yeah, we do still have 5 Eden Prairie, so you should get 2 minutes as well. We Shakopee got called for no net guard, but it was still a 10-minute. But there was also a 2-minute that went with it. So right now, we have Elvie trying to streak. Got held up by Dominic. Dominic was able to at least get in the way enough, and that's offside. They cannot get back on time. That was a bit too close for comfort. Still trying to figure out why Sarno is in the box for Eden Prairie. But we continue on. 5-on-5. Schmieg, Dominic, Scott. They're pushing up off of the window. Can't get it through the glass. Can't get it through the Eden Prairie sticks. They're coming through. So around to Schmitz. He's got a little bit of time. Finds Schmieg. Schmieg is not able to get it up. 97 for Eden Prairie is coming through with those crazy hands he has. And we finally get it to the corner after a whole lot of work. Matthew Scott now getting through neutral zone. Good defensive coverage. Everybody's waiting. He's finding his area, finds a great pass, and often into the netting. Probably the best look shot he had there through the period. Getting in through. Matthew Scott finding the zone, stalling time, finds a streaking defender. Shot just got blocked up into the netting, and we go on to the next faceoff. Anderson, Gabrick, McGuire, Lanchette, and Schmidt. And up the boards and off the boards, and Blake can't do anything but sit and watch on that one. And Gabrick coming behind takes the defender away so that at least the goalie only has to do the shot, and from there he takes care of his job pretty quickly. We're back in the corner. Schmitz is trying to work it out, trying to find the puck. Comes out to Blake. Blake says, no, I'm going to send it back to you. And we're going to drop Gabrick in the meantime. Schmitz is still trying to get out of this. They have a super aggressive, so now we got to get going out, right? Oh, they're going to wave that off at mid-ice and say, nope, we're going to just finish out this period. 0-0. Shakopee versus Eden Prairie. Shots on goal. Still have no idea what the technical penalty, non-penalty is on Eden Prairie. 10-minute misconduct, then why don't we get an advantage if there should be a 2-minute penalty? Oh, he didn't have a neck guard? We got a neck guard yesterday, and we had a 2-minute penalty along with him sitting 10. It's a 2 and 10. I mean, he might, yeah. Run in your mouth, yeah. Anyway, we're going to be starting here the second period. Quick. Still 0-0. Showdown here, D6. Third place showing for the Test of the Best tournament based in Eden Prairie. Shakopee playing Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie in white, Shakopee in black. If I didn't say that before, I'm hoping you figured it out by now. Everybody's going to start out. Got to win this period. Got to find a way to get it down. It feels like Eden Prairie's been controlling a bit of the game in comparison. Goalies are saying, no, I'm going to keep you in this yet again. So Eden Prairie's got a late change out, but they'll allow it. And face-off one jumped in. Momberg's going back for it. All the way back over to Hema, deep in the zone as a forward. And he just rifles it through, but it finds its way out. Can't find its way any further. And now there's some traffic coming back. And a little stick lift, and Hema finds its way out. And then he just can't find the puck after that. Hensley's got it coming around. Says neutral zone time. Right around him. Keeps on going down the board into the ref's feet, or into the line judge's feet. Then you got Trey working it now on the wall. going to the corner. See if we can get our second person to activate. They use a nice little pass off of it. Hema skates around the center, just getting tied up in the hands. Can't find it. Puck's in the corner still. And now we'll see Hensley's dropping down fast. No high forward really there to take his place, but Hema finally does find his way back. And a little stick tap up off the glass. Here goes Dominic with a head of speed. Backhand, and just sitting there, tap back to the goalie, glove covered. Offensive zone face-off. We have, let's see, Scott, Schmieg, William Sheen, Lancet, and A. Schmitz on D. Offensive zone, see if we can win it back. Nope, Eden Prairie gets it fairly cleanly, brings it back behind, just waiting to see what happens. Everybody's following him, just checking out to see what he wants to do. Schmitz turns up, off the wall. Scott moving, onto Schmieg, tipped in, and right back out it comes. And we have a little bit of confusion. And two defensive players, a little bit of a mishap, and it's a 1-on-0 going off, finds a way to rifle through. So that's going to put Eden Prairie up 1 on Shakopee 0. Still plenty of time, 13-19 left. Those are the types of things that can change a game pretty quick. Let's see how Black comes back and responds. McGuire, Gabrick, Anderson, Hensley, and Mumberg. Went off by Eden Prairie. Ian's pokes it away. Gabe sends it around through the corner over to Caden. Caden speeds it up. Back at Anderson's legs. Puck is bouncing around. Dropped in deep by Eden Prairie. And there's Hensley with the puck. Back by Malmberg. Off to their wing. Had our opportunity. Back over to Eden Prairie. Back over to Shakopee. Lots of things just bouncing around right now. Eden Prairie goalie aggressively plays it into the corner. We got plenty that are sitting on the wall playing. Malmberg is going to jump up, but then decides better and jumps back. They're trying to swing out and attacking Eden Prairie, number 17, Sanjay. One of those two. Anyway, we're going to get a freeze by the goalie back into our zone. Weird puck bounces suddenly happening. Weird plays. Players getting tied up with one another. Everybody's got to find their spaces, know where their roles are, offensive, defensively. Things should come together again. One back. Malmberg goes off of the boards, but it just bounced weird off and just dead. Marco's now playing back in the corner. Off to the wing. Here goes O'Neill. Back for Hensley. He says, I'm a defender, but I'm going to go up with this puck without a problem until I get run over by the line judge. We are just hitting everybody's legs possible. Oh, that's a cross one. We're going to see what number 97 says. He gets interrupted by Hensley, which is going to make everybody's job a little bit easier. Puck frozen. Back in the defensive zone. If only these Eden Prairie kids weren't in the way, life would be a little bit easier. Let's see, Schmieg, Dominic, Matthew, Schmitz, and Lancet are your 5 that are in. Puck drop, goes deeper into the Shakopee zone, back around to the wall, looking for the wing, but as you can see, there's a few kids sitting right there ready to play hockey, and that's a check from behind. No arms go up, though, so we're going to keep on playing. Dominic fighting in the corner. Goes after them on the far wall. They're trying to get it all the way up top, but it gets stopped, actually. Now Dominic has it. We're going to push 3 forward. Schmieg has it. Going to go wide. See what he can do. Trailing Scott. Tried to go over to Dominic, but it gets interrupted. Schmitz has the puck now as he goes and backtracks. Finds Dominic. Dominic does a little push ahead and spin. Now Scott comes in back to Schmitz. We're going to restart this. Try it again. Blake goes a little tap off the glass. Dominic's going to send it in deep. He's turning around with Scott on your forecheck. Others changing out behind the play. McGuire is in. Gabrick is in. Prairie can't find it on the board, so Blake says, I'm going to play this and keep it in and do my job. Now we have a 2-on-1-ish. It goes about 5 feet wide. They do end up keeping it in. Sabres have to get this puck deep in their zone, back out, bounces out wide. Prairie's trying to find it. Yet again, these bouncing pucks are starting to hurt us. McGuire's got it. Matthew Scott just yelling for the puck, and now he's going to change off, bringing Anderson in. Anderson's playing the high side, now dropping down as they try to attempt the reversal. They push it out to the point, but we are sitting right there. Yeah, that's going to be an ice for sure. Stops the play, just about 10 minutes left in the second period. Prairie is up 1. There are some opportunities that Shakopee is starting to see now. It's a matter of, can we finish these out? Prairie's having a harder time as of late clearing this zone. So we're going to keep on going. Anderson, Gabrick, McGuire, those are your forwards, along with Malmberg and Hensley. They're going to push it in deep. It is not an icing, as Caden has it. As Caden still has it, we are continuing to fight. Hensley is just a one-man wrecking crew. Anderson's going to join this one in deep, cut him off the boards, which actually creates a whole lot of confusion there. All three wings, same side of the ice. We have Trey O'Neill joining Gabrick and Anderson now. Little tip in there as they send it in. Malmberg back on the defense, body into the boards, tried to clear him out quick. Anderson got it off the boards really clean, and now he's going to go up that high side of the ice around the Prairie defender. Now he's getting pushed into the corner as he continues to go. Trey joins him. Marco trying to do his best defense that he can do. Swiping at it. They drop it in, and here goes Trey O'Neill, now joined with Emma. Schmitz is joined in on the defense along with Hensley. Oh, little clear. We're not going to finish that right there. We send it deep into the far side puck. Now Hema's going for it. Prairie is flipping this ice as often as they can, trying to get it out. We got it in deep again. The forwards are trying to figure out who is going to go do that attack first before anybody else. And Prairie now has it back. Derek Erasmus playing with the puck, gets it through the defender. Now he's going wide again, tries to go through the feet. A couple skates in the way. Prairie slowly but surely just keeps on moving this puck up. And Blake gets it out, finds Hema. Hema's going to say, I think I have some speed. Can I get this puck first? And Prairie back out again. We got one going up. He might be the most hands-ready player on Prairie from what we've seen here. A little tip sends it just wide of the net on that redirect. And it does not bounce through the feet. Prairie is still waiting for their player to get off. And now they still control the puck. And Prairie not happy with the kid in white that disappeared at the blue line. Prairie back and gets their puck, wrap it around the boards, gets to their defender, has a hard time juggling it. Slapped down by Dominic. Oh! Sorry about the lack of words there. Matthew finds a great lead for Dom. Quick one-time. When he gets it in, it's there again. There's a few opportunities that are slowly coming here. They are bouncing pucks around. They are sending it. It is everybody on Prairie dropping down more and more and more. As long as we can keep the body control that we have and just not able to get back on all 5 Shakopee players. That will blow the whistle. That will bring it out of neutral zone. 6:52 left. Not a lot of whistles happening through this game, so a lot of changing out. We're going to go Anderson, Gabrick, McGuire, Hensley, and Mullenberg. Back to Hensley. A couple quick steps, and he gets the puck back. And he's just going to continue to bring it in. Hensley loves the opportunity to jump and jump and jump, and we're just going to send it into the net here. Should get a low zone face-off. And here we go. Still the same crew out there, ready to go. Gabrick's trying to talk to his team. Says, you know what I want to do? Here's what I want to do. Let's see if we can do it. We got 6:40 left. Getting the one back right now would be huge. And it goes back to the defender, and he's looking to see what his options are. And Anderson right through those skate, or right through that stick as he goes for that quick one time. In Prairie, pulls it away, gets it back. Gabrick's going to say, my 10-foot stick, you got to get away from this first. Anyway, Malmberg sends it around. Anderson going to fight for the puck. Now we have 3 Sabres all in the blue, all in the line. And we send it out. That's going to get wiped off as Aiden Prairie comes back, regroups for the puck. McGuire in quick. Gabrick finds the puck on the wall and back out to Malmberg, to Anderson. And we're back through. Aiden Prairie back with the puck. Hits some feet. Malmberg grabs the puck, sends it off. And we're just getting those bouncing pucks again. Once in a while, it bounces and just ends in the worst possible spot we could imagine. Gabrick trying. Gabrick's going to turn off, head to the bench. Marco's joining. Malmberg misses his edge there a little bit. And now we got to deal with the puck that's just sitting in front of the net. 97 is now going around in circles. And that one should find its way out. Hits the snow by the board, dies out. In Prairie now regroups with it. Goes in with speed. They try and cut through, try and go through. That would be a pipe and back out, so no goal. But that one finds its way in. These puck bounces are beginning to mount up into the attempts that Eden Prairie is seeing against Shakopee. So we have 5 minutes now, still left in the second. The opportunities that Shakopee has been seeing have been adding up and looking better. And then we just face a few of these bounces, and the right things happen, the right individuals are ready, and Eden Prairie is ready to capitalize. So here we go with the face-off. Hema, O'Neill, Valverde, Lancette, and Schmitz. And he goes right around. There's that quick shot of 97. And Lancette working with the puck, getting triggered by the Eden Prairie behind him. And Valverde gets the puck up, then gets crushed out behind. We're going to have an interference call likely behind everything. Good goalie skate there. Keep them warmed up. So White 97 finding his way to the penalty box. That'll be 2 minutes. So now we have Hema, O'Neill, Schmitz, Valverde, and Lancette. Finding a way to make this a 1-goal game with the opportunity here for a 2-minute power play. And quick shot, covered, goal. That took 3 seconds. That was the puck bounce stuff that we're talking about, but if you're there for that puck bounce, shot went down, you could hear it clear as day hit that goalie pad in the house. But then it was just a matter of who could clear and get to that puck first. Shakopee finds his way. Looks like an Owen Schmitz cleanup goal there. He says thank you very much, checks his stick quick, and we're back out. We now have a 1-2 game. Shakopee's going to say, all right, we found 1. Can we figure out a way to get it 2? Let's get our way back into there. Clean up these zone entries would be a good way to get going here to start. You cannot let those types of things happen to a kid dead in the slot, ready to shoot. Goalies are never really going to be happy with you when you let that happen. Again, zone entries, got to clean it up. Marco's going to go for that puck. Pushes forward. Hema's also there. Trey is now coming down dead center. That bounce was there. Tree was just getting pushed outside a little wide. Not much can happen on that, but hey, there's your opportunity again. 3:40 left in the second period. Schmieg is standing at the far blue line. Try and find me, guys. I'm ready to play. Glove down, stoppage of play. Defensive zone face-off upcoming. Nope. Eden Prairie definitely talking to the kids on the ice, making sure they know where to be. Our coach is fairly silent for today so far. And here we go. We got, let's see, Schmieg, Dom, Scott, Hensley, and Malmberg. There's that zone entry. We keep on getting caught up on that blue line. It's got to find its way out in that. These scenarios are what really can start to hurt us. Oh, that's in on them. Matthew might have been a bit offside, but Eden Prairie is actually the ones that sent it back into their zone. Oh, what a bounce out. Got the opportunity, went wide. Hensley says, I want one too. Sends it in on goal, back into the end wall. Schmieg is working, trying to fight off. Pass goes a little bit behind. And we missed the puck there. It gets tipped in. Hensley now has it. Not many kids moving their feet right now on either team. It's pretty crazy. That's going to die out before any icing hits. Matthew is finding the momentum or the movement of the puck, decides to cut it off, looks for that centering pass, and that gets cut out. And we're trying to send it in deep. It's getting caught in legs again and again and again. We're just going to send it through a pile of kids. Good stick and step by Caden yet again. Shoulder hit. And we're going to have something called behind it. They're going to probably say roughing. Yeah. I guess roughing happens when you have the puck now. One of those calls that I'll tell that kid to do that every single time. Clean hit. His shoulder was to shoulder. Shoulder was to the board. It is what it is. So 4-on-5 hockey, something we're very used to at this point in the season already. Anderson, McGuire, Lancette, and Schmitz are the two. Anderson going way out to the point and challenging, doing a great job. Eden Prairie guy down on the ice suddenly. Now he's back up, and that's where they're going. Eden gets it out. It is just over, just back in. Can't skate past this puck. There we go. Back out. Ian's going to have his chance. Ian's going to have his chance. And that's going to get a penalty too.
Oh, that's a penalty shot.
Penalty shot. Nope, no penalty. Penalty shot for Seven McGuire upcoming. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, quick discussion is going to need to happen with the Eden Prairie coaching bench. They're kind of saying, hey, what's happening here? Why would that be? Give me a break. So for now, he has to sit in the penalty box. Instructions going down to the Eden Prairie goalie. Your feet cannot leave this line until he starts skating with the puck. You know, classic rules, but you still got to do it. This is why we have two referees inside of this age group. One's going to be watching exactly what's happening. Now he's free to go. He's going to take a slow down from left, moving right, and trying to pull around, and that's going to get knocked back. Goalie poked it out. All right, so we still sit 2-1. Eden Prairie is still going to be on the power play. So we'll have 4 Shakopee boys. Even though we want to send out 5 right now, we're going to see if anybody notices first. So far, nobody has noticed that Shakopee should be only 4. There it goes. McGuire is now off. We're left with Gabrick, O'Neill, Schmitz and land set. Offensive zone face-off. You just got to get the puck moving deep and got to clear it fast. Gabrick is still hoping that it was in the zone. Wanted them to get it down low to him. Didn't quite work out. Shakopee coach is trying to get a better call for the deeper, but that's not going to happen when it's offside. Anyway, Eden Prairie wins this one, swings it around, just kind of going through the neutral zone, not much traffic. Trey picks him up, not far off the blue line. Gabrick is getting closer in as Eden Prairie comes down. Oh, turnout by Seiji. Shot, can't find it. Out it comes. That's going to get waved off for sure. No way that's getting to the blue line. Eden Prairie regroups. Gabrick on the kill. Oh, pops out to O'Neill. O'Neill, quick shot right off the shoulder. Had his opportunity there. And O'Neill is now working. There's a stick on the ice, and he's now going to pick it up and work through it. Gabrick tries to get a little bit of a hit onto him. Errant pass doesn't quite make it. 30 seconds left. They want it back at the top. But that goalie glove says, no, we're going to just take a second. Take a breather, everybody. 26 seconds on the period clock. 23 seconds on the penalty clock. So now we have Valverde, Hema, Schmitz, and Malmberg. We're going to get a defensive zone. One out to Eden Prairie. They go out to the point. Hema was already starting to challenge. Quick little shot by 21 in white. That gets gobbled up as well. Another face-off. Here we go. 3-second differential on the penalty to the game clock. 20 left on the period. And another face-off goes right off to that right wing. They find it back to their defense. Defense is going to shoot, and it gets bounced up. We got Eden Prairie just fighting against in the back, trying to look up the center of the ice, but that got blocked back away again. Here goes Malmberg. Malmberg found it, and that will be the period. So we're going to go from there. Eden Prairie up 2-1 after 2. We had a Zam clean ice, and we will be back. Back at it we go. Clean ice, third period, last chance. Got to find one. Technically need to find two. It's going to be a period where the boys have to figure out what they want to do here. How hard do they want to work? How hard do they want to go forward with it? Nobody's going to push them. They have to push themselves. So here we go. Third period, Eden Prairie 2, Shakopee 1. 15 minutes left to play. Third place game on a Sunday afternoon. We're going to see Dominic, Matthew, and Mason out on the ice. Hensley, Malmberg are going to be your defenders, starting it out. 5-on-5 hockey, everything even. And through the neutral zone, Eden Prairie goes. Kind of forgot I was needing to talk here for a little bit. Gets thrown up a little bit high off. Sarno drops one in right off the bat. Shakopee working to clear the puck. Just got cleared up too high under the stick of that defender, 21, Sarno. And he says, I can pop this in. And he actually does that. So away we go from there. We now have McGuire, Anderson, and Gabrick in. Schmitz and Lancette back on D. Three-person push off the wall, bounces out opposite side of the ice. Lancette's going to have to get it. Works to recoup it, but it just kind of bounces off, goes around. A little touch pass out to Gabrick, unable to clear, but now it does. We're not sure where it is, caught up in feet. Ian's going to continue to try and work through this. Sarno working to fight him off. Back, D to D, a little bit behind him. Blake does a one-touch backhand. Bounces off a stick. It is going dead to the net. Icing negated. We still have Anderson, McGuire. See if we can get one of these puck bounces that we absolutely need here. That's going to be offside stoppage, neutral zone faceoff. Goal went through a bit too quick. Now you have a lot more work to do inside of this period. I mean, something that can definitely be done. 2 goals is 2 goals, but you're going to have to start to work your stuff together. That would be a little bit of a pass back out of the zone and decides to keep on going, causing the offsides by Eden Prairie. With that said, neutral zone face-off now, closer to the Shakopee zone. Everybody back in, 5-on-5, Valverde, O'Neill, Hema going with Hensley and Malmberg. Hensley gets it off the board. Hema just slams it into the other corner. It's bouncing around. We're waiting for a forecheck, but there wasn't really a forecheck on that side of the ice, so away we go. Still finding it in the feet. Going to be put deep into the zone. Malmberg back to recover. Goes around to his partner. Partner up to the wing. Tries to push it out, but it just rails off of a foot of an Eden Prairie all the way back into their zone. Now Trey O'Neill in on the forecheck, followed up by Marco. Trey had his opportunity, back out to Gabe. Gabe sends it in, down off, pad into the corner. We're finding a little bit of capabilities. That puck is coming up and out. We will have an offensive zone faceoff. Very, very quiet in this arena right now. Everybody's still trying to figure out what's going on. We did restart the game. Boys are going. Had a couple opportunities there in the last one. Once that forecheck started getting going. We now have Dominic, Mason, and Matthew in for forwards with Gabe and Caden back. Oh, Caden jumps into the play like he likes to do as a defender. Almost gets to him, but takes a bump and a jump over his stick. Back out into the neutral zone, bringing Broad in. Matthews got the puck back under control. Hits Schmieg. Schmieg is working around. Dominic has to wait. Trying to get him onside. This is a really good looking opportunity. And they're going to push him down, and whistles just go, and everybody says, time to stop. Really good looking shot there from Malmberg. Had the opportunity, had a little bit of vision into what was there for the goalie, but just not one that was going to go in there in that opportunity. Schmig, Scott, Williamson, Schmitz, Lancet are your five. Puck went into the corner. Eden Prairie definitely trying to jump out their wing to the far side. He was moving from the second that puck dropped down. And we're to Mason here on the outside, over to the far side, gets through all the way to the other wall. Caden keeps the puck in, gets it down low. Schmig fighting along the boards, unable to come up with it past two Eden Prairie boys. Good stick there to keep that puck in. It's getting hit. Like if you're watching, you can see Eden Prairie starting to get a little sloppy as well and tired. It's a lot of hockey in 3 days for these two teams. And puck just still can't get out of the zone. Scott got it. Oh, it was almost there. Schmid tries to get it, bounces up into the opposite corner. He tries to drop it. Matthew needed a change, so he was going away, unaware that that puck was coming. Still going, hit it into space. Anderson hits it. Now we have a lot of new kids in. McGuire gets it. Blake has got it. He gets it up quick to McGuire. McGuire drops it. Schmitz was thinking about jumping into the forecheck. Gabrick is down to the corner, is able to get it, secures it around the end wall. Eden Prairie able to come up with it, but we're not letting them out clear. That's for certain. Caden's still in his back step. They're trying to go through. Blocker to side. What a save yet again. The first shot since the first shot of the period that he's seen, it's been actually quiet for the last few minutes, making sure he stays engaged. Hensley has it back behind our goal. We're just trying to slam it against the boards to get it out. Can't get it out. And here we go. McGuire's going to get it on the board, pushes it up, and Eden Prairie is able to recoup this puck back through the neutral zone. 81 trying to find a shot, just misses the handle on the puck. And away we go. Just kind of slow. Everybody's looking for really long passes right now because not everybody's working their way back to everybody. Both teams are going, and now Caden Henley says, okay, here's what I can do. I can move really fast, and I'm really hard to catch. And he gets through. They're able to get it out. Quick puck down. Malmberg's got it. He's sending it into what was going to be Hema. Isn't able to find that puck. And, just about had a little backhand look there. We're trying to push the puck up, but we're not able to find it. Malmberg's now got it from his D-to-D pass. This is going to be a cross-check against 91 Hema. That will put us down 4-5. Under 10 minutes left to go. It's a 2-minute cross-check penalty on 91 Hema. So we're going to send out Hensley, Valverde, O'Neill, and Malmberg. And from there, we're going to have to see. We need a face-off win right now. Can't let this get back to those defenders. It does, in fact, get back to them. They're going to just hand it off to the defenders on their own. Hensley's waiting a second. He sees an open puck and decides to pounce on it. He's now able to get it, so he's going to tie up two. Valverde joins him, but Eden Prairie doesn't send in the extra man. Into the corner with that blocker, able to push it up. Everybody's got to refocus here. That hit something and then jumped around. And that's going to get iced out cleanly, just to say we need a little reset here. Have a few new Shakopee Sabres jumping over the bench. O'Neill, Valverde out. Scott and William Sheen in. No change for Malmberg or Hensley are going to be the remainder of your four. Face-off gets back to Sarno at Eden Prairie on the D side. He pushes it over to his D partner. They walk in a little bit, get a shot off, but nothing too crazy. And they drop it way deep into the zone. And Malmberg goes. He sees open puck a little bit, decides to chase it. Hensley staying home. Scott staying home, just trying to give a little bit of pressure. Everybody's just letting them stay behind the net. 2 defenders controlling either side of that goalie net. And they did leave somebody alone, and we're going to send down for another ice. We're now at 8:26 left in the game. 3-1 in Prairie. Haven't found an answer to that quick goal that they found at the very beginning of the penalty or period. Shots are starting to ease up to that Eden Prairie side. Slowly but surely, they are getting a little bit more lead there. Face-off kind of won back to Shakopee. Eden Prairie able to come up with it. They're sending it over. They're going point-to-point passes. Now they're going to work off the wall, seeing if they can find that middle guy that it really looks like they want to try and do. They definitely work into a situation where they want to make one of your defenders move out and give that middle guy the open opportunity. The question is, are we going to stay home? Are we going to do our work? Or are we going to have somebody cheat off to give that open opportunity there? They cannot get these shots off from the point. That pressure is good enough from these two. Dominic and Scott just aren't letting these two tops go. Puck's into the corner. Eden Prairie's working. 5 is out of the box, which is going to be Mason Schmid. He's slowly coming in. He wanted to see if he had the opportunity to get a pass out to him. Matthew Scott now works a little bit more physically onto another body. They're trying to get this puck out of the zone. So far, it is not, and it goes all the way back down, riding the boards around. Reichland set has a puck up off the glass, able to kick in shin guards. Now we're finally out once. And directly in, the line judge just about got one straight to the jaw. I don't think that would have put him on Eden Prairie's side. One way or the other, we're going to continue to play hockey. Puck gets put up ahead. Anderson going for the chase after Dominic dumps it. Now we got a couple that are dropping down, a little bit of speed on the Eden Prairie side, and it goes right to the trailer and now to the defender sitting out. They are definitely finding some pucks on their sticks. We just cannot figure out a way to get it. Anderson goes. It does not clear off of a little bit of a hit from Eden Prairie team. Mason Schmid puts it up. Now Dominic has it, hits it, sends it down on goal. Eden Prairie now has it. If we can somehow find the pressure to keep them up and in their zone, this could be interesting because this group has been on the ice for a little while, and they're just going to say, we're thinking the same thing and going to ice it so we can change. The 5 Eden Prairie that were on the ice were out there for a while, so that could have been interesting if you could have gained possession. We're still going to go 5-on-5 hockey. Just about 6 minutes left to go in the game. 3-1 Eden Prairie. And we're going to win the faceoff back to Eden Prairie side into that far corner. Hits its way up to Malmberg. He's going to try a shot, but Albuquerque is going to say, here's my shin guards. And he's going to hit. Something tells me Elby's going to come up for some retribution at some point here. And Sarno's got it. It gets dropped in. Albuquerque did not have a chance to come back across. Has a few words. Luke's got to realize that that line judge can't call a penalty, even though he's talking to him. And we're going to have 5-on-5 hockey still. Hema, O'Neill, Valverde. Hensley and Malmberg are your D. And they try to get it out, but Trey jumps up on the shot. Quick one in, goalie, glove. Nothing more than that going on right now. All right, face-off down. A few sticks to the back of Valverde's helmet. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Monsell trying to get it, sends it over. And there's the Albuquerque payback that you kind of could feel is going to be coming from when he had the opportunity. Valverde now tries to give some back. We're going to push pucks around with our stick. And here we go. We are starting to get a little bit more physical in the last 5 minutes of this game. Malmberg's got the puck behind, sends it out to Trey. Trey is clean. Trey is going to start to move. the puck on his own. Hits the zone, goes to the corner, is going to continue on with it. Emma's trailing behind to see what might get left behind. And this is just up and out pretty quickly. Schmitz found the puck. Whoa! Looks like we had just an edge catch there, and we're back up and playing. O'Neill looks to be good to go. William Sheen out with them still with Hema. Schmitz and, let's see, Lancet are there. Here goes 97, their quick release. Quite the back behind his back drop pass, and he still comes back up with it. And the puck gets put away from him. Not much effort going after that. Hemo really tried to go get it. Everybody sees what happens, and puck back out of play again. We're going to have a neutral zone. 4 minutes and change left. Scott, Schmig, Dom, Blake, Owen. Those are your 5 out. Puck just kind of sits there under the center for a little bit. Finally, Shakopee gets it up deep into the zone. We're going to go around the end board, see if we can control. Wow, kept in. Really good job there by Lancet. Pushes it back into the board. Schmig is there. 2 white jerseys on. Now we get joined by a teammate as well. Dominic's going to go back in. They try and stop in reverse, but Dominic has it. He's going to see if he can cover up. And now we have 97. We'll see what kind of hands. It hit the pipe. It comes back out. It does not go. And it is, a puck is now on Lancet. He hits it, drops it in once he gains the half ice. Away we go. Goalie for Eden Prairie playing it out yet again behind the net. He's able to get back in. Everybody else, a little bit of scrum, comes out to Malmberg, walks down the line, shoots out, hard into the corner yet again. 97 says, no, I'm going to cut back. I want to see what else is happening back here. A little bit of a stick-to-stick. Little skate gets in the way. Eden Prairie is trying to keep this puck going forward. A little bit of a puck here. And now we got Ian McGuire working forward. He does not have many others with him right now. And now we're just going back and forth. Get it deep is the call by Eden Prairie. They work to try and get it through, but it doesn't work out the first time. Back and forth we go. Neutral zone is in play. 5 out, McGuire, Gabrick, Anderson, Hensley, Malmberg. Over to Hensley after it's one back to Malmberg, sends it over. Anderson bringing it up that left side, tries going through, can't find Gabrick's stick. Goes around to the end boards. Now we have McGuire and Gabrick getting included. Somebody is missing a stick, what would likely be due to a slash that was never called. That stick normally doesn't break in that area there without some serious aggression playing out. One way or the other, still no stick. Somebody's down $300. And now we have McGuire, Gabrick, Anderson still out, joined by Hensley and Malmberg. Not quite sure how that stick breaks there without something happening into their stick, but one way or the other. Face off back, hits down behind the Eden Prairie goalie, working through. Stick by Anderson, able to knock it down. McGuire is joining him in to get this puck out. They're trying to get it back up a little bit. The traffic below is pretty heavy. All 5 Eden Prairie down below the circles. They are not worried about any defenders right now. And we're going to have a little penalty. A little cross check, looks like came from the corner. Couldn't see it from my point of view, but I'm sure we're going to get 2 minutes anyway, regardless if I saw it or not. Out comes some new 5. Timeout, Black. My guess is we're going to start to see some goalie pulls starting to come. We got to talk about what to do. And that will be the last 2 minutes of the game. So number 15, short of a goal, is out for the rest of the game. You take the 6-on-4 opportunity and try and see what you can get done real quick so that at least with the goalie pull, you still have 6-on-5 for some amount of time. Coach is talking through with the Shakopee Sabres. Everybody listening intently, including 2 players not suited up. Got a few more weeks out for both Blake Wagner, Ryan Fitzgerald. Coaches listening on intently as well. We'll see what we come out with once this timeout is over, what the strategy is, where they're going to go. If you're going to find the energy to play last 2 minutes, this is going to be the time to find that energy to play. And there's our buzzer telling us 5 minutes is up. At this time, we see goalies heading in. That's going to send out 6. We're seeing Anderson. I'll go through forwards first. We have Hema, O'Neill, Valverde, and Anderson out. Just 2 defenders. So we are running with kind of an extreme power play. We see it dropping down. Valverde gets it. Off to the overside. Hema takes a shot out quick. Bodied out. Puck is going down. Oh, my God. It just somehow bounced into the goalie. Back out to Marco. We're seeing a good look. Gives it a go. Marco, that trail Neals that went through. They are looking for this puck. Blake is able to get it out deep. O'Neill's got it now. Sends it back out as we got a little bit of speed coming up. Only 2 Eden Prairie players coming back. Anderson goes. It's out of the glove. They can't handle it. Back out to the point. Shot coming in. Blocker up into the net. 121 left on the penalty, which doesn't matter because there's 117 left in the period, unless we can put one in here and make it a 3-2 game. Goalies are still going to stay out. Offensive zone drop. No change in personnel has happened. O'Neill's at the face-off dot, ready to go. Goes into that corner. Hema's in there pretty quick. Gets dropped through competition. We have 3 on the 1. Eden Prairie is doing a good job of keeping everybody out, and somehow one guy is just bettering the 3 Shakopee boys. So now we have it at Anderson. He's got the puck. He's dropping it off to Hema. Goes to the point. Blake sends it down. They're looking for the tip. Can't find it. Bodied off. Back to the Shakopee side. And we are trying to get this puck back again, and it is somewhere over there. It seems like it's loose. And Schmitz has it, goes out the other side for Anderson. Oh, and it bounces off just a little wide of Valverde. Marco sends it back down. Anderson gets the puck. Eden Prairie staying home pretty hard. They hit it out. Oh, it does not go out, and it will not be an icing. That was like 1 inch from going out of play, and then also laid down. Schmitz gets the pass. Puck in the zone. Coming in and Anderson going in deep. We're at 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and shot goes past and through. O'Neill tries a quick shot. They just can't find a way to get it done. 3-1 Eden Prairie win. Tough Sunday here for your Shakopee Sabres. We're going to end with a 1-3 loss. They say 30 shots on goal here at the end. That must have been a lot of shots at the very end because we're down 10. But that's where they go. We're going to do a D6 handshake right now. Most of these boys know each other. They've played against each other for possibly years, maybe on the same teams. At the end of the day, you got to say good job, have fun, see you later, because it's D6, you know we'll see each other again. So from there, we're at the end of the tournament Sunday. Sabres lose on your 3rd place game, and we are signing up.